Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Passport Nomad, and today, before we dive into the content, I'm going to ask you at this time, could you please hit subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up on all my newest content. It's been about 3 years now, and just when we thought it was all done and over with, it's back. What am I talking about? The hate for the passport bros, it just doesn't stop. After all the drama, they're back to talking again. People are throwing rocks. Let's have a look at the latest things being said.
None of y'all passport bros found a wife yet. Because that's what y'all kept on telling us that y'all was going over there for. We knew y'all was lying, but that's what y'all said.
Passport bros a week. Ain't none of y'all married. All y'all broke. All y'all got a particular look about y'all. Y'all can't get baddies over here, so you go across seas and go get them baddies.
We knew y'all. I'm in agreement with it. We knew y'all were lying. You're not going to certain countries in Africa, and you know why? You know why. Y'all just going over there to get your little rockers off.
That most of them aren't actually leaving, and most of them probably don't even have a passport to begin with.
See, the reason why a lot of these passport bros like running overseas, hooking up with these women in third world countries, is because they like suppressed women.
Some of you men are using passport bros as a cover up to go to other countries and be a pedophile. Where is your wife?
I have a bone to pick with the passport bros. Where are the wives at?
Talking about they going over there to find wives because the women over there are so much better. But yet, nobody came back with a wife. I wonder why.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
This is to my passport bros. Why haven't y'all found a wife yet? But I haven't seen y'all go over there, nor brought a wife over back to America.
I don't understand it. Apparently now I guess men have a deadline to find a wife. Just hop on a plane, go somewhere, meet somebody, marry them right away and bring them back to America if that's what they want to do. Why would they want to bring them back? I mean, the reason why they left. Anyway, what about the wives?
Well, actually,
Whose business is it does it anyway? There's plenty of passport bros out there with a wife. Some people need to mind their own business. But hey, let's see what rocks the guys are throwing back at them right now.
Shout out to the passport bros. I'm a passport bro, I guess a former one. I stayed 10 years in Germany. I traveled. So I do answer a lot of questions when people ask me about how it is overseas, which is great. I don't understand the attack on the passport bros. These are the same women that's on attack of the passport bros, of us. These are the same women that said we were broke, we were dusty, we were crusty, they didn't want us, we're not attractive. I mean, they said every single thing about us. They're not our type anyway. And then all of a sudden, when the economy started crashing, 106,000 BWs get laid off and counting. All of a sudden, they want to have an attack. How about where's their wives at? Y'all ain't got nobody. Y'all going over just to buy coochie and this and that. I mean, not every man goes overseas. We go overseas to travel. We go overseas to see a different point of view than the regular shit in the United States.
And that's facts. You know, it's just a thought. It's amazing to me how some people can just be so ignorant as to judge or generalize a whole group of people that are like-minded especially when it comes to passport bros or a group of men who are making mature adult decisions to go travel, men that are going to see the world or learn new cultures, new languages, live a better life, looking for genuine relationships. Some people are so ignorant to assume that all men with passports, that all they do when they go travel is just go to get their rocks off, not to change your life, not to build new connections, invest in businesses, retire, or even find a better place to live. No. They have to insult you, degrade you, try to pull you down, insult you, insult that country's women, call them uneducated. They don't want you to be happy. They don't want to see you achieve anything. They don't want to see you go anywhere that they can't go. Crab in the barrel mentality. That's just a thought. But let's move on, shall we?
It is 2025, and there are still people out here shit talking passport bros. Like, grow the fuck up already. When it comes from women, at first they were saying, just go over there and be quiet. We ain't checking for you dudes anyway. Those men have done that. And now these same broads that I've seen recently when I'm doom scrolling on here are saying, where are the passport bros? I haven't seen a ring yet. Since when do those men owe y'all an explanation? Like, can y'all answer that question? Because last I checked, they don't owe you or anyone else on here an explanation of what they're doing over there any more than how many dudes in your past. Okay? I know you understand that. Plus, if you ladies weren't really checking for them at all, why are they on your mind? And why do you feel the need to make a video asking where they are and what they're doing and how come they haven't seen any videos of them getting married? Since when do you give a about men you aren't checking for anyway? That makes no sense. With them out the way, you'd think you would be able to find the men you do want a lot easier. But no. Now on to the dudes who are saying the same bullshit. Y'all are just like the women that y'all bitch and complain about on this platform and other platforms alike. You have one group, you have men as a collective that are sick and tired of the way dating has turned into, or what dating has turned into in the Western world. One group of men will decide to stay here and still whine and complain about it, while another group of men decide to say, you know what, I'll take my chances in other countries around the world and other cultures and see what I can get, and have pretty decent success out there. I'm not saying anything is guaranteed when you go overseas, and any real passport bro will tell you there's no guarantee. It's not going to always be sunshines and rainbows outside of the United States. I mean, you're going to have to vet them just like you would here too. However, these same dudes,
passport bros are weak.
They can't even come up with their own talking points about these guys or why they dislike them so much.
Most of them aren't actually leaving, and most of them probably don't even have a passport to begin with.
They just copied and paste what the women are saying. I mean, it really shows who the real goofies and lames are, as much as y'all individuals who shit talk passport bros call them goofies and lames.
See, the reason why a lot of these passport bros like running overseas, hooking up with these women in third world countries, is because they like suppressed women.
They're minding their business and doing their thing. Y'all are the goofies and lames for calling them goofies and lames. Especially you ladies that aren't checking for them anyway.
None of y'all passport bros found a wife yet.
Y'all are the big goofies and lames.
You're not going to certain countries in Africa.
The big fucking goofies and lames.
I have a bone to pick with the passport bros.
The big fucking goofies and lames shit.
Stop it. Get some help.
Oh yeah, and on a side note, can we please normalize, like men as a collective, start calling women goofy and lame when they do goofy and lame shit? Because I see so much goofy and lame shit, and I hardly see any dudes calling them goofy. Because, let me tell you, they'll call a man those two things with the quickness and tell you, oh, it gives me such an ick. Yeah, let's not forget, at this point, if you're still talking about those guys, the passport bros, with those same tired action talking points, especially you ladies that love to talk shit about those foreign women, because I haven't forgot about the time that they came out the woodwork, right, and blasted y'all mucking ass. And damn! Just answer me this one question, ladies. If y'all were so much better than these foreign women that y'all love talking shit about so much, don't you think the men would not have a reason to leave and go look for better women in the first fuck place? Think about that.
Nice. He said it. But just to be fair, I'm not going to sit here and say that all men that travel overseas have the best of intentions. There are those guys that go over to play for play. However, that doesn't mean that they're passport bros. Not every man with a passport is a passport bro. Those guys are unfortunately sex tourists. They make all men look bad, unfortunately. Yet whenever one of those guys gets into trouble or finds themselves unfortunately unalived, somebody always is quick to label them or associate them with a passport bro, which is really ridiculous. What's wrong is to generalize a whole group of men as the same for the actions of a few. That's not fair to the good men that are coming over actually going to places looking for real relationships. Plus, as far as I'm concerned, passport bros don't gotta prove anything to anybody. Certainly not the people that's talking trash on them. They don't need to rush to find a wife. Just like anywhere else that you date, even in America, you first have to date the person, get to know them, vet them, and make sure you make a choice before making that important decision to marry them. Stuff that takes time, you know what I'm saying? You just don't get on a plane, show up, and first person you meet, oh, can I marry you? You gotta get married. Yeah, hey, come back to America with me. It doesn't make any daggone sense, you know? So for them to even say things like that, it's ridiculous. I mean, to be honest with you, most of the wives, and I know a couple of these passport bros, most of them, they don't even want to come to America. I mean, can you blame them for everything that's currently going on right now in America? You think they want to come to America instead of be closer to their families? Most of the men that marry these women, they end up staying there, building a life together with their partner in their country so they can raise a family and live a life together. So, like, bringing them back to the States, especially after why they left in the first place, that defeats the purpose. It defeats the purpose of why they left in the first place. You want to even expose your new wife, a foreign wife, to the madness going on into America. Your wife and your kids, why would you want to expose them to that? Make it make sense. Anyway, passport bros don't have anything to prove to anybody. All they got to do is live their purpose by living their life. Find a woman to marry, build a stable legacy with, to change their lives away from the Western society, the ills of Western society. Go where they're respected and appreciated, using their resources to build themselves a better life, to find peace rather than remaining stagnant amongst a society of ignorance. That's what a real passport bro is all about. Well, that's all I got for today. Any questions, concerns, leave it in the comments. Anything you want to add on, I'd like to really hear from you and your opinions. Tell me how you feel about this subject. Until then, thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. It's always a pleasure to have you here so we can have these discussions. This is Passport Nomad, signing off.